Miracle Boyd had her tooth knocked out while filming an arrest during a protest at the Christopher Columbus statue. She showed the injury at a press conference back in 2020, condemning the incident. Boyd was 18 at the time. The activist with Good Kids Mad City was part of the protest over the statue in Grant Park when the incident happened. Boyd says she was trying to document tense moments between police and protesters when an officer knocked her phone out of her hand, which then hit her face and knocked her tooth out. The Civilian Office of Police Accountability found that the officer involved in the incident used excessive force and also made false statements in his police report. The officer resigned before COPA officially recommended his firing.
Peace, family. Welcome back to the grassroots, where we keep it real, keep it raw, and keep these systems shook. Today, we're diving deep into a story straight out of the Chicago land of deep dish pizza, crooked cops, and a sister named Miracle Boyd, who just made the city cut her a check for $280,000. You heard me right, 280,000 racks. Why? Because a cop punched her in the mouth and knocked her tooth out, like it was a Mike Tyson comeback fight. Buckle up, family, because this one's gonna get spicy. Let's set the scene. It's July 17th, 2020. We're in Grant Park, Chicago, right by that Christopher Columbus statue everybody and their mama was trying to tear down. Protests are popping off all over the country. George Floyd's murder got the streets hot and folks ain't playing anymore. Miracle Boyd, an 18-year-old activist with Good Kids Mad City, is out there doing what she does best, holding it down for the people, filming the chaos on her phone. She's young, black, fearless, and spoiler alert, about to catch a fist from Johnny Law. Now let me paint the picture for y'all. Miracle's out there with phone in hand, documenting these cops, acting a fool like she's Spielberg shooting Jaws. But instead of a shark, it's a badge with a bad attitude. According to her lawsuit, this clown ex-officer, Nicholas Jovanovich, comes storming up, calling her a piece of shit. Yeah, you know what he said, and then wham. Smacks her phone right into her face, knocks out one of her front teeth, leaving her with nerve damage, and forces her to get 6 veneers after a root canal. 18 years old, fam. She ain't even old enough to buy a drink, and she's out here taking punches from a grown man in a uniform. Man, these cops out here acting like they're auditioning for Bad Boys 3, Excessive Force Edition. And get this, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, or COPA, looked at the footage and said, yeah, this dude Nicholas was wilding, and he even lied about it in his report. But hold up, before they could fire his behind, he quit. Resigned like catch me at the bar, I'm out. Typical. They don't face any real consequences, but they'll leave us picking up our teeth off the pavement. Fast forward to March 2025, almost 5 years later. Miracle's been fighting this fight, and the Chicago City Council finally says 8 will pay up. They voted 34-15 to give her $280,000. The Finance Committee had already greenlit it, 22-7. Now I know what some of y'all are thinking, $280K, that's it. Alderman Jeanette Taylor out the 20th Ward said it best. $280,000 ain't enough to fix what was broken that day. She knows Miracle personally and was like, this system is sick, and she ain't lying. You knock out a black girl's tooth, traumatize her at 18, and all you gotta do is cut a check smaller than a rapper's advance. Come on now. But let's keep it a buck. This ain't just about the money. This is about what Miracle represents. She's an abolitionist. She told reporters she didn't even want jail time for this cop. She wants the whole system torn down. And check this, she's expecting her first kid, a daughter, in May 2025. Imagine that, bringing a baby girl into a world where you gotta dodge fists from the state, just for holding a phone. She said, she's thinking about the fight for justice her daughter's gonna inherit. That's real talk right there. Miracle ain't just cashing a check, she's carrying a torch. Now here's where it gets grimy. One day after the city approves this settlement, on March 12, 2025, Miracle gets a racist death threat mailed to Good Kids Mad City's headquarters in West Englewood. The letter said, and I'm paraphrasing here because it's too nasty to read word for word, Miracle deserves to be knocked out and strung up. Yeah, you heard that. They went full Klan with it. This is what happens when a black woman stands up and wins. They don't just hate you, they want to erase you. But Miracle ain't backing down, and neither should we. Miracle's been out here since she was a teen, organizing with Good Kids Mad City, a group Mayor Brandon Johnson's got love for, by the way. She was at the decolonized Jigagon protests that day in 2020, speaking to a crowd of 1,000 people near Buckingham Fountain. She wasn't throwing rocks or swinging fists, she was filming, exercising her rights, and still, they came for her. That's the playbook, y'all. They don't care if you're peaceful, they just don't want you holding a mirror up to their mess. Now, let's flip the script for a second. You know the back the blue crowds out there crying foul, right? The poor cops were just defending themselves. Defending themselves from what? An 18-year-old with a Samsung? Please. 7 finance committee members voted against this settlement, probably sitting there like, we can't let these protesters win. Meanwhile, Chicago's shelled out over $3 million this month alone, settling police lawsuits. $280K for Miracle, $400K for another sister hit by a cop car, y'all. These ain't isolated incidents, this is a pattern. Cops out here racking up bills like they're trying to get frequent flyer miles on brutality. And let me tell you something, if I'm Miracle, I'm taking that $280K and getting my veneers popping and throwing a barbecue to celebrate. Ribs, links, leg quarters, potato salad, and baked beans, the whole 9. Call it the Toothless Victory Tour. But real talk, this win ain't just for her. It's for every black kid out there who's been roughed up by the state and told to shut up about it. It's a crack in the wall of this crooked system. Not a big one, but a crack nonetheless. So where do we go from here, family? Miracle's story ain't over. She's still out there pushing, still organizing, still dodging threats from cowards who can't stand seeing us rise. And us, we gotta keep amplifying voices like hers. Hit that like button and drop a comment. Tell me what you think about this settlement. Is $280,000 justice or just hush money? Subscribe if you ain't already, cause the grassroots ain't stopping. We're here to shake the table like K. Michelle on Love and Hip Hop. Until next time, stay woke, stay strong, and keep fighting the power. Peace.